Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys.
And they got him for the sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. Stopped after making the catch.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Snags it on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Missouri comes to the line with another first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space...
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got... everything working. I would expect him to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Banks. He fires a bullet to the right.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
He's right on target. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And the pass hits. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He'll run it again. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This quarterback part of their running game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything's top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if he's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated huge play.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. At midfield, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
To the air, it's Banks. Scrambling away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. And the balls are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Now improvising. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Banks. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt to try. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abraham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play call.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Abraham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Missouri wants to go fast. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Split backs here. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
On the move, it's Massey. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They go right back to him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Massey. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They want that clock to run. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The aerial assault continues. Quickly complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 35 over Georgia State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Banks. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback will keep it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Already 2 for 2 on the day, and now a chance to finish his day with a game-winning kick.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.